Services, Prosser Career Education Center. Get ready for the excitement, the rivalries, and the hometown pride. It's Real Country 96.9 WKLO, your home for local sports.
There may be many more weeks of winter to come, if anything is proved by yesterday's Groundhog Day prediction. But even so, the girls' basketball postseason begins around the state tonight. Good evening and welcome to our coverage of the 51st IHSAA Girls Basketball State Tournament here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online at WKLO969.com, on our YouTube channel, WKLO 969 or 96.9, or on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. We welcome you to our Davis Crushstone pregame show. We hope you're having a good Tuesday evening. Hopefully you're staying safe with all the winter weather going on around the area. Alongside our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. Come on in for this gathering of family, friends, and fans. The Class 3A number 8 Madison Lady Cubs at 16-5 are here to begin sectional play against the Corydon Central Lady Panthers, who enter tonight with an 11-11 record here in the first round of Class 3A Sectional 30 here at Charlestown Sports Arena on the campus of Charlestown High School here in the city of Charlestown. The Lady Cubs are a hot team coming into postseason play. They've won 5 straight games entering the postseason, and it's a Madison team that has not played a game in 11 days. The last time they took the floor was on January 23rd against former Hoosier Hills Conference rival Columbus East, a game that the Lady Cubs won handily, 72-48, and that game was at Connors Salm Gymnasium over in Madison. The Lady Cubs have also picked up wins over Seymour, Corydon Central, Scottsburg, and East Central to get to this point. And under fourth-year head coach Adam Dennis, the Lady Cubs have really put together a strong season all the way around, and it has begun with their senior guard, Juliana Davis, who is one of the better guards, especially over in southeastern Indiana. She has had herself a tremendous season for this Madison team, as she has been averaging so far 23.4 points on the season to her credit, but that's not all she does. While she is an effective scorer for Madison, Davis does a lot of other things for this team as well. She's also a very heady defender on the floor. Not only that, but she's also very effective at getting her teammates involved as well. Davis is actually second on the team in assists this season. She averages right about 2.5 per contest. But defensively, as mentioned, she's highly effective. She has 98 steals on the season in 21 games. If you want to do the math on that, that's 4.7 steals per game. So she's really good at getting into the passing lanes and causing havoc for the opposing defenses. She's not the only one Madison has that's effective. Miley McQuarrie, their 6-foot senior in the middle, is averaging about 12 points per contest. That she's also second on the team in rebounding this season for the Lady Cubs, averaging right around 6 boards per contest. And then you go behind them, there are 3 other scorers. Addison Rourke, who's averaging 7.3. Kenzie Smith, the team's leading rebounder, who's averaging 6.2 points per game. And she's averaging 8 rebounds per contest for the Lady Cubs on the season. Madison will get after Corydon Central with their full court pressure, primarily zone press, but you could see some man-to-man pressure here tonight if you're the Lady Panthers, and that's something you'll have to be aware of considering these two teams met on January the 17th. And Corydon Central just flat out got run out of the gym at the end of the third and into the fourth quarter. They hung around for quite a while in that game, but ended up falling 64-40. The Lady Panthers finished against the tough schedule in January with a 2-4 record and lost 4 of their last 5. The defending sectional champions are looking to avoid their first losing season in 5 years. The team won the program's 19th sectional title last season and the second in 3 years. Reese Withers continues to lead the Lady Panthers this season. She is the leading scorer coming into postseason play unofficially because not all the games have been tracked so far. She's averaging about 14 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 2.4 assists per game. Also the team leader in blocks this year with 8. Paisley Teeter right behind her at 13.9 points per contest for this Corydon Central team. The Lady Panthers need everybody to get involved on both ends of the floor tonight. If that happens, they stand a good chance of being able to get through a very tough team here in the first round of tournament play. and could set themselves up to take on their arch rival, the North Harrison Lady Cats, coming up in the second semifinal game on Friday night. Madison looking to advance in the sectional and trying to win their first sectional title since 2014. They've won 11 girls basketball sectionals all time. And as mentioned before, the Lady Panthers won the title a year ago at Scottsburg, and they are looking for their 20th sectional championship this week. I had the chance to talk to head coach Josh Conrad of Corydon Central. Unfortunately, weren't able to track down Adam Dennis, Madison's head coach, before this game. So you'll just hear from Coach Conrad tonight. Talked about the end of the season, the tough stretch for the Lady Panthers, getting ready for sectional play, and you'll get the scouting report on Madison in this first-round matchup. You'll be able to hear from Coach Conrad after the commercial break. Here from the Charlestown Sports Arena, this is the Davis Crush Stone pregame show. Davis Crush Stone, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crush Stone at 812-347-2707. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball in the first round of Sectional 30 right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
We keep rolling along with our Davis Crush Stone pregame show right here on 96.9 WKLO. Corydon Central taking on Madison in Game 2 of the first round here at Charlestown tonight. And with us now is head coach Josh Conrad of the Lady Panthers, his team getting ready to take the floor here tonight for the second game. And Coach, of course, to close out the regular season, pretty tough stretch for you all, but usually is in January. So the last two games you had Crawford County and Floyd Central. So Crawford County game on the road, what stood out to you about the way the team played in that game on Thursday night?
Well, we played really well for three quarters, and then that fourth quarter we gave up 30 points. And, they shot well. They were 10 for 10 from the field and 7 for 9 from the free throw line in that fourth quarter, and we just didn't do a very good job guarding Emery Stroud. And that's something that we've, been able to look at and hopefully talk about and get that fixed for tonight. And then Floyd Central's just really good. They really don't have any weak areas in their team, and they're, I think, up on Jeffersonville right now, and they're just overall a good team, and it was a good challenge for us to go out and see what we could do against them.
Yeah, and of course with Crawford, you knew Emery Stroud was going to be the one you had to slow down first and foremost, but when she gets going downhill and she can get her teammates involved, it's really hard to stop her and really try to throw her off rhythm too.
Yeah, we lost her to start the fourth quarter. We had a 6 or a 7 point lead in that fourth quarter, and just really lost her, and she made us pay, and we just couldn't get the lead back after that.
It seemed like they had a couple others who really stepped up for them that night that contributed on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. So how much do you think that affected the way your team wanted to defend against them too?
I think really just in the fourth quarter they had a couple kids that opened shots that don't normally hit those, and we didn't do a very good job closing out. So they were left open and they knocked the shot down. And that's what teams do late in the season like that.
Well, of course, the next night you had Floyd Central being a rescheduled game. Not ideal playing on a Friday night like that, but you were able to get your senior night in. So what was it like for the seniors being able to get recognized that night?
I think they appreciate that. That's 7 kids who've done a lot for the school, not just with basketball, but, several sports and several clubs. And, they're just all a bunch of really good kids that have put their heart into the community, and they've done a lot of work with our basketball youth too, so we're going to really miss that group. And it was nice to get out there and honor them a little bit with that senior night game.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned Floyd Central just being a really good team, but a team, Coach, that hopefully can get you ready for what you're going to face tonight, and if you advance past tonight into the rest of the tournament as well.
Yeah, me and John Fania and the Castile twins, they do a really good job pressuring the ball. And, Madison does a really good job pressuring the ball. So hopefully that's something that, helped us get a little bit more experience, just because the first time we played Madison, we didn't handle that very well in the second half.
Well, and I know, obviously, the stretch here, the girls have gone on a little bit of a skid coming in, having lost 4 of their last 5. But, Coach, it seems like this team has responded all season when adversity has hit, and it seems like your team has been able to turn things around when things have looked a little rough at times.
Yeah, and we play some really good teams with, Silver Creek in there. You got Crawford County, who's, has 6 or 7 losses in there. Then you have Floyd Central. So you play some really good teams in that mix, and you hope that gets you ready for a game like tonight.
And, of course, Coach, it's a new season now. Everybody kind of starts back at 0-0 as you get back into the postseason now.
Yeah, it's a fresh start, and it really doesn't matter what you did yesterday. It's all about what you do today. And hopefully the girls can come out and get tough with the basketball and attack their defense downhill and get some good things out of it.
Of course, Juliana Davis, you talked about her when we've mentioned Madison in the past in the last meeting you had with them. But what else stands out to you about this Lady Cub team and the challenges they present tonight, too?
They're very, very aggressive. They're very physical on defense, and that's what good teams do. They really get into you. I think last time Davis had 11 steals against us, and their overall team, really pressured the basketball. And, they have very good players go along with her. With the McCreary girl, who just, against East Central had 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. So, they're pretty dangerous all around. It's a good game to challenge. Let's see how you do.
Obviously, you mentioned their pressure. Is it kind of a full-court press, half-court trap, or is it a combination of everything that you see with that?
Primarily, they did a lot of man-to-man the last time, but they do a lot of zone press also. So it'll kind of be good to see what they come out and do tonight, just because, that first time they only had to do was man-to-man. So, they pressured us, and we kind of backed down a little bit that first time around.
Well, as far as the girls, I know health was a concern down the home stretch. Seemed like girls were starting to come back healthier at the end of the season, so everybody good and ready to go tonight?
Yeah, everybody's good. They've done a kind of a good job getting healthy, and we had a bunch of ankle injuries and a knee injury there, and I think they're all back and ready to go.
Good. Coach Conrad, as always, appreciate the time for the talk. You and the Lady Panthers have a good game here in the first round with Madison tonight.
All right, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
All right, Josh Conrad joining us here in the Davis Crutchstone pregame show. Stay with us. We've got the starters coming up after the break as you're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Well, we're about ready to get this one on the road here tonight. Madison taking on Corydon Central. Let's look at the roster for the Madison Lady Cubs and some of the players who will be reserves tonight. Kenzie Randall, 5'6" and a freshman at guard. Emily Laufer, 5'9" and a senior at guard. Berlin Conover, 5'10" and a senior at forward. Maddie Floyd, 5'10" and a freshman at forward. And Harley Guyman at 5'9" and a junior at guard. Also coming off the bench tonight, we'll have Ava Smith at 5'8" and a sophomore, Natalie Montgomery, 5'9" and a sophomore, and Daly Smith at 5'6" and a freshman. The starters tonight for the Madison Lady Cubs, it'll be Juliana Davis, who will be starting in the backcourt for Madison. She is the team's leading scorer on the season, averaging 23.4 points per contest. Joining her in the backcourt will be Kylie Montgomery, 5'7" and a senior at guard, averaging 6 points per contest. Kenzie Smith, 5'9", and a junior, will be the third guard. The team's leading rebounder at 8 boards per game, averaging 6.2 points per contest. The fourth guard will be Addison Rourke at 5'9" and a senior. She is averaging 7.3 points per contest. And then the 6-foot senior in the forward position is Miley McQuarrie. She is averaging 12 points per contest to go with just over 6 rebounds per game for the Madison Lady Cubs. The Lady Cubs are averaging 58.8 while giving up 38 per contest. They finished the regular season tied for 8th in the Class 3A ranking, 16-5 overall. Their head coach, Adam Dennis, is in his 4th season at Madison, and their record with him is 54-36. The Corydon Central Lady Panthers, the bench tonight will feature the likes of Kaden Beecham at 5'9" and a senior, Kate Russell, 5'4" and a junior, Lily Pavey, 5'6" and a senior, Grace Evans, 5'6" and a junior, Molly Herndon, 5'9" and a freshman, Megan Logan, 5'5" and a senior, and Kyra Lathan, 5'6" and a junior. The starters tonight for the Lady Panthers are Paisley Teeter at 5'3" and a senior. Paisley is the second leading scorer on the team, averaging about 14 points per contest on the season. So Paisley will be, of course, one of the key players tonight for the Lady Panthers. Reese Withers, 5'7" and a senior, will join her in the backcourt. Reese is the team leader at 14.2 points per contest on the season, and first in rebounding at 6.5 per game. The third guard will be Sophia Bullitt at 5'8" and a sophomore, averaging about 5 points and 5.7 rebounds per game. In the front court, it will be Katie Eve at 5'9" and a senior. Katie's averaging 1.6 points and 4 rebounds per game. And then Jordan McCarty will be the other forward tonight. Jordan is 5'10" and a senior, and she is averaging 4.4 points to go with 5.2 rebounds per game. The Lady Panthers average 46.6 points and give up about 47 per game. Their head coach is Josh Conrad, as they are 11-11 on the season. Coach Conrad's in year 6 leading his alma mater. Their record with Coach Conrad is 103-44. Lady Panthers getting introduced to the crowd here at Madison tonight, and they are looking forward to getting out there, the defending sectional champions from a season ago, but they're going to have their work cut out for them with this Madison team tonight. We look back at the series over the past 25 years, or actually going back to 2004, the Lady Panthers and the Lady Cubs are tied at 11 apiece. This will be the first time they've met in sectional play in 12 years. 2014 was the last time they met in sectional, and the Lady Panthers lost that game to Madison. The Lady Cubs actually won the sectional championship that year, and that was the last time Madison actually won a postseason title of any kind. And so they are ready and raring to go tonight here at the Charlestown Sports Arena as the Lady Cubs are getting introduced to the crowd. I'll tell you, the Lady Panthers are in the home white uniforms tonight with the black letters and numbers. Panthers across the front of the uniform and the tall, medium letters across the front of the uniform above the number. They've got the old gold trim around the collar and the shoulders. The Panthers in the black letters going from the hip down the shorts on both sides. They got the black waistband as well. Or actually, I'm sorry, it says Corydon across the front of the uniform. They also have the Black Panther head logo on the back of the jersey above the number. The Madison Lady Cubs are in the road black uniforms tonight, red letters and numbers, Lady Cubs in script across the front of the uniform above the number, white trim around the letters and numbers. They also have the red over white stripe on the bottom of the shorts. It comes to a point on both sides, and they also have the red and white trim around the collar as well with the Cub head logo on the back of the jersey above the number for Madison. Lady Cubs, Lady Panthers ready to get this one started tonight. Corydon Central will be the designated home team in this matchup, and the winner will get North Harrison in the second semifinal game on Friday night here at Charlestown Sports Arena. That'll be the second semifinal game after Charlestown takes on Silver Creek in the opener. The tip-off will be Miley McQuarrie. Tips it back to Juliana Davis. Madison coming toward us here from the corner balcony here at Charlestown while Corydon Central goes away from us. And it is Addison Rourke with it on the right wing. Around left side, it goes to Kenzie Smith through Juliana Davis in the corner. Back out to Davis at the spike line. Back around to the right side to Rourke. Gets it into McQuarrie, high post. Drives around McCarty, tips it down low. A layup for Kenzie Smith. Got it to go on the left side, and she will go to the line for 2 shots for the Madison Lady Cubs. Foul will be whistled on Corydon Central on Jordan McCarty, and that'll be the first on Jordan tonight. That will also be the team's first as well. Free throw coming up for Kenzie Smith. She gets that to go down, and Madison out to the 3-0 lead on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard to start off sectional 30 here at Charlestown. Lady Panthers up the floor. It's Sophia Bullitt to Paisley Teeter. Bounce pass left wing. Straight away to Jordan McCarty. McCarty looking down low for Reese. Hands it off to Paisley left wing. Dribbles up top. Goes to Jordan in the high post. Takes it down low on McQuarrie, but she's going to be called for the walk. She kind of shuffle stepped there before she got to the post.
Just got a half a step.
It will be Madison.
Good otherwise.
It will be Madison basketball now as the Lady Cubs already out to the early 3-0 lead thanks to the Kenzie Smith 3-point play that she converted. Up the floor, Davis with it left side. She'll get it down to the corner to Kenzie Smith. Up to Davis now, down low to McQuarrie. Lays it up and in. Easy there on the left side of the basket. Miley McQuarrie with her first 2 of the night. And all of a sudden, it's 5-0 Madison. 6:55 left here in the opening quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard.
That was a great pass.
Bullet to Withers, right side, drives down low, gets in, and lays it up off the glass to get the Lady Panthers on the board for the first time tonight. Nicely done there by Reese to finish that. And the Lady Panthers trim it to a 5-2 deficit. 6.5 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. It'll be a 3 right wing lined up off the back of the rim, too strong, but a rebound down low, and it is Kenzie Smith who got the rebound. Addison Rourke missed the 3 from the right wing, and Smith going to go back to the line after she drew contact under the basket on that right block. Paisley Teeter, I think, going to be called for the foul here. No, it'll be Katie Eve for the Lady Panthers. First on Katie tonight, team second. 2 free throws coming for Smith. Knocks that first one down, no problem. She'll have another shot coming up here. Madison out to a 6-2 advantage. 6:29 to go here in the opening quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Smith sinks both free throws. She now has 5 on the night. 7-2 here in the early going as Madison has jumped out to the early advantage on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Bullet free throw line to McCarty. Takes against McQuarrie left side. Missed the layup. Bullet tried to grab the rebound but couldn't get a hold of it underneath. Rourke was contesting her for it. And that was on the right side of the basket after McCarty missed it from the left. It'll be Madison basketball. Lady Cubs will bring it up, and Lady Panthers extending their defense into a half-court trap now. With it is Rourke on the left side. High post McQuarrie. Left corner to Kenzie Smith for a 3. That one's short side rim. Rebound McCarty able to get it away from Davis and Kylie Montgomery. And up the floor now with it is Reese Withers. Over to Teeter. Left wing 3. Booyah! Paisley Teeter from the left wing. Beautiful pass. And here comes Montgomery the other way. She stepped out of bounds trying to walk the tightrope on the baseline under the basket. Lady Panthers funneled her down there with their trap from the right side. It'll be a turnover to Corydon Central.
Good defense. Squeezed her down on the baseline.
Heck of a pass on the other end, too, from Reese to Paisley to set up that 3. If Paisley's hot, that'll help a lot. It's Bullock getting it from Withers, left side, top of the key, right side to Katie Eve. Katie looking, decides to dribble, takes it to the right elbow to McCarty, left side, out to the wing to Teeter. Teeter driving, pitches it out top to Eve, drives it left, gives it to McCarty. She'll fire a 3. Oh! Cash money in the bank, Jordan McCarty.
Nice shot.
The Lady Panthers have the lead. That is not her specialty, but, man, that was a welcome sight there. A reverse layup left to right. Rourke can't get it to go. McQuarrie, actually, it was Kenzie Smith who missed the layup. McQuarrie got the offensive rebound. She draws the hold on the right block, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots. I thought the Lady Panthers had the rebound there, but it'll be a foul on Reese Withers. That'll be her first, team's third of the quarter. Free throw rolls around the rim and goes down for Miley McQuarrie, who just got her 3rd point of the night. Tie game at 8 after our first lead change of the contest. Second free throw, McQuarrie off the front rim, rolls off back and goes in. 4 points for Miley McQuarrie. The lead back to Madison at 9-8 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. We're just within 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. Up the floor, Lathan to McCarty. Right elbow, takes the jumper, missed it off the back of the rim. Rebound taken by the Lady Cubs. McQuarrie able to pick that one up. A little hard to see the numbers with that black jersey considering where we're sitting. And a pass deflected and stolen. It was Rourke trying to get it to McQuarrie down low. Got deflected to Sophia Bullitt. Bullitt's got to get it across the timeline. Does top of the key to McCarty. Jordan takes it right elbow straight away to Sophia. Takes it to the right side. Cut off out to McCarty at the free throw line. Around to Kyra Lathan, who's in there on the left wing. She gets to the lane, kicks it out to Reese on the left perimeter. Down low to McCarty, one-on-one with McQuarrie. Turns in the lane, puts up the shot, and spins it in around the rim.
Jordan is playing really well tonight.
Her energy has been fantastic so far. 4:10 to go first quarter, 10-9. Lady Panthers leading Madison. Stepping into a three is Rourke. Missed it from the right wing off the left side of the rim. Bullitt under the basket is able to pick up the board for the Lady Panthers. Gives it to Teeter into a double team, and she's fouled in the backcourt. Montgomery and Davis were all over her. Who will get the foul? It's probably going to be Kylie Montgomery. No, it'll be on Juliana Davis, in fact. That'll be the first on Davis, the leading scorer for Madison, and the team's first as well. Paisley did a good job holding up against that pressure. Man, that was intense pressure she had to deal with in that backcourt. Kyra Lathan checked in for Katie Eve, and she has it right side in the front court. Kyra stopped above the corner, free throw line to McCarty, takes it into the paint, kicks it out to Kyra right wing to Bullitt at the free throw line. Bullitt cut off, lost the ball for a second, picks it up, kicks it left corner to Teeter, pulls up for a 15-footer baseline, missed it back rim, rebound to Rourke on the weak side, and it'll be Madison getting it out. Rourke kicks it over to Davis, three left wing. She knocks that one down, cannot leave her open. Juliana Davis is on the board for the first time tonight, makes it 12-10 Madison. Fourth lead change early, 3:17 to go in the opening quarter. The Lady Cubs up by 2, 12-10. As Withers gives it to McCarty, left at the top of the key. Down low to Bullitt. Sophia couldn't catch it, lost it on the left baseline out of bounds. Another turnover back to Madison. And it'll be the Lady Cubs with it. They have, I mean, you can see their pressure defense is pretty effective on Corydon. Kind of reminds you of a lot of the Corydon teams we've seen in the past with the way they pressure.
Yeah.
McQuarrie, what a shot. Kind of.
They did look easy. That wasn't.
Almost like a shot put, the way she put that up there. Off the glass and in from 10 feet away, and Madison's lead is back to 4 at 14-10. 2:43 to go here in the opening stanza. It's Lathan to Teeter on the left wing to McCarty, high post. Back to Paisley on the left wing, takes it up top, goes to McCarty mid-post now, 15 feet away, takes it right side, drives it, count it! And she's going to the line for an and one. That's 7 points here in the early going for Jordan McCarty and the Lady Panthers.
After it tonight out there. She's playing very well.
Foul was on Kenzie Smith of Madison, her first, team second. Well, if the basket counts,
yeah.
I mean, now they're going to say it was on the floor. Okay. Well, either way, it's a foul on Madison, I guess. So, unfortunately, a bad pass off the inbound. Bullitt trying to go right wing to Teeter, and Juliana Davis stepped in to steal it. She brings it up to the left wing, gives it to McQuarrie, high post. McQuarrie trying to get it out of there. Bullitt almost stole it. Now it is Davis getting it down low to Kenzie Smith. Missed a layup left side, turning around right in front of the rim. Bullitt grabs the rebound to the Lady Panthers. Up the floor to Teeter right side. 14-10, Lady Cubs in front of the Lady Panthers. Here is Lathan left corner, throws it into the post, and Addison Rourke is going to be called for a kick for Madison. So that'll force the Lady Panthers to reset. Meanwhile, to the bench for Corydon Central, Bullitt is out. McCarty is also out as Megan Logan checks in along with Molly Herndon. Megan's a 5'5 senior at forward, and Molly is a 5'9 freshman. Madison also going to the bench. And it's not Davis who came out. I couldn't quite see who came out. Inbound goes to Reese down in the post. Missed the layup off the left side of the rim. And then a foul is called after Juliana Davis got the rebound. It'll be on the Lady Panthers. Rourke is still out there along with Davis as well as Kenzie Smith. The foul was going to be the second on Reese. Unfortunately for the Lady Panthers, it's also team foul number 4 with 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Reese will have to come out, and for her will be Katie Eve for the Lady Panthers. Lady Cubs have McQuarrie as well as Kenzie Smith. They also have a new face in the game, 3 on the way, and that's good. That's Rourke, actually, who buries that from the left wing. A 7-point lead, Madison's biggest of the early going at 17-10. 1:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Herndon gets it from Teeter on the left wing, takes it around, gives it to Lathan, free throw line, baseline left side to Logan. Megan takes a couple of dribbles, gives it to Teeter. Left wing three is up. That one's off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Davis had it, and Rourke is the one who comes away with it. Actually, Kenzie Smith is the one who comes away with it for Madison. Up the floor now, McQuarrie gets it in the post from Rourke, drives, throws up a shot, very, very late whistle, and it'll be a foul on Megan Logan, who got her, but the referee, I don't know what he was waiting on. That was a foul, no question. He just took forever to blow the whistle. The foul was the first on Megan. That'll be the team's 5th of the quarter, so Madison in the double bonus. First free throw, front rim rolls off left side for McQuarrie. One more shot coming for her. She's a 73% free throw shooter on the season coming in. Buries the second attempt, so right about her season average, making 1 out of 2 there. She's now 3 out of 4 at the line with 7 points. The lead is up to 18-10 Madison as we come down to the final minute of the first quarter. Lathan takes it left block, kicks it back out to the corner now to Teeter. Takes it around top of the key to Herndon. 3, missed that one left side, out of bounds, and it will go back over to Madison. She missed that one wide left. Lady Panthers have got to be judicious with their shot selection here.
Got to do a better job of shot selection, that's for sure. They're shooting threes right now, and they need to be working the ball more.
They can drive on this team, but they've got to be able to – they got to make that an emphasis, though. Here's a very awkward shot from the perimeter. It's off the mark, and that was, I'm going to say, Ava Smith, who shot that. I don't know for sure. We'll have to get the number here in just a moment. Meanwhile, Lathan driving right side for the Lady Panthers, and she takes it in, drawing the foul there. And that foul will be whistled on Madison. Actually, it was Natalie Montgomery who took that shot. First time we've seen her tonight, 5'9" and a sophomore. The foul on Madison off the drive will be on Addison Rourke. That'll be her first, team's 3rd of the quarter. Free throw for Kyra coming up, and that one hit the right side, hit the left side, and then took a trip around the cylinder before it fell in for Kyra Lathan.
Slow motion roll all the way around the rim and then dropped right in.
Kyra looking for that second attempt. It's on the way. She gets that one. She's 2 for 2 now, 18 to 12 the score for the Lady Panthers. And the Lady Panthers looking to finish the quarter on a high note here at Charlestown. Here's Madison with it left side. Taking it top of the key is Kenzie Smith to Davis, who takes it from the right side. What a shot there. The floater from 10 feet away, and Davis gets her 5th point. 20 to 12, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Lathan jaunting across the midcourt stripe, kicks it over to Teeter on the left wing. Teeter got to get ready here. 3 seconds to go. Drives it right, gives it to Bullitt. She lost it, and she throws one up and misses it short, just in front of the half-court stripe to close out the first quarter from the right side. 20 to 12, Madison in front of Corydon Central at the end of one quarter here in the opening round of sectional play. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are tax season blues getting you down? Well, worry no more. Introducing Jiffy Tax Shack, your go-to destination for hassle-free tax filing. At Jiffy Tax Shack, they make tax filing a breeze. Experienced team of tax professionals can ensure you get every deduction you deserve. Fast, accurate, and affordable. That's the Jiffy Tax Shack promise. No more stressing over complicated forms or endless paperwork. Your refund is just a visit away. Jiffy Tax Shack in Tazewell, where taxes are made simple. Call 812-338-3258. Don't forget to ask if you qualify for the Earner Income Tax Credit. Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
Second quarter about to get started here on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here from Charlestown Sports Arena here on the campus of Charlestown High School. The site the host side of Class 3A Sectional 30. Game 1 went to Silver Creek earlier, 65-23 over Scottsburg. Scottsburg season comes to an end as Kyra Lathan starts with the basketball to begin the second quarter. To Sophia Bullitt, right side, top of the key. Back to Lathan on the handoff. She goes up, draws contact. And on the wild shot, the reason it was wild is because of the contact. And it was Madison's Addison Rourke who got her with the foul across the forearms there. The foul was on Rourke. That'll be her second. Team's first of the quarter on the Lady Cubs. Free throws coming here for Kyra. Made both last time. First one, though, rims out this time. It went around the cylinder and popped out. She'll have another shot coming up here soon. And I think Kylie Montgomery is back in there for Madison here in the second quarter. Second free throw on the way, and that one is down the hatch. So Kyra's got 3 after the free throw, makes it 20-13 Madison. Just 17 seconds into the second quarter. Davis across midcourt, gives it to Kenzie Smith on the right side. Smith, high post to McQuarrie, right elbow. Hand off to Davis, drives it right side, throws it off the glass.
Gosh,
Goodness gracious.
She willed that one to go in. Nice shot.
Well, I mean, we've seen her play before, but you can tell she's raised her game a lot over the last couple of years. Why she's one of the best guards in the eastern part of Indiana. Here's a straightaway 3 for Reese. That one rimmed around, popped out. Lathan had the rebound, and she draws a foul on the Lady Cubs on the left side of the lane. A highly contested rebound there on that left side. And the foul will be whistled on Madison. It'll be the second now on Kenzie Smith. That'll be the team's second of the quarter as well. Free throws coming for Kyra. 7:13 to go second quarter. First one on the way. How about that again? Knocking down another free throw. She's struggled with free throws really going back to last year, but, man, hopefully this is a sign tonight that you can put her at the line and she can become a reliable scorer here.
Doing a good job tonight.
Second one on the way. That one's off the heel of the rim. Well, both of us complimented her, but I mean, she's 4 out of 6, though, so hopefully that'll continue throughout the rest of the night. Madison with it. Rourke gets it from McQuarrie up top of the key. Air ball 3, but it's saved into Davis inside. She missed the layup off the right, and McCarty is able to come up with the rebound. I believe Rourke was the one who shot that for Madison originally from behind the arc. Withers right side with it, gives it to Bullitt in the lane. Sophia kicks it up to Reese for a 3. This one's off the heel of the rim. Rebound tipped, and Addison Rourke comes out of there with it for Madison. Runs it up the right side into the front court. Out to Davis. Open 3 right wing. She got it.
Oh, my. She's just automatic tonight.
Can't leave her anywhere by herself. Doesn't matter where it is.
Good shooter.
Well, she's a 37% three-point shooter. She's making 51% of her shots, and now she's got a steal off of Sophia Bullitt in the front court. Runs it up the floor. Missed layup. Kylie Montgomery on the right side. Davis, though, misses the putback on the left side. The rebound down to the Lady Panthers. Withers up the floor to Lathan, and Kyra was stepping out of bounds right in front of the Madison bench on the far side of the floor. So the Lady Panthers turn it over. By the way, it's Corydon across the front of the uniform. I thought that's what it was on the girls' jerseys as Molly Herndon checks in first time here in the second quarter. She'll replace Kyra in the lineup for the Lady Panthers. The lineup now is Herndon as well as Sophia Bullitt. You also have Paisley Teeter, Jordan McCarty, and Reese Withers on the floor. Addison Rourke across the timeline, hands it off to Kylie Montgomery on the right side, throws it right to Bullitt, who takes it up the floor left side, lays it up and in after the lead is cut to single digits. Timeout, Coach Conrad on the Corydon bench. 25-16, Madison up by 9 with 5:50 to go until halftime. On the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, you're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
For generations, Prosser has been at the heart of our community. We need you. The Prosser Alumni Association helps seniors who need transitional support, guiding them into jobs or career path and giving them the resources to succeed. Students can apply for scholarships in January at prosseralumni.org. Alumni, join us now. Be a member, donate, or sponsor and help mold the next generation of leaders. Visit prosseralumni.org. Prosser. Skills today, success tomorrow.
5:50 remaining here in the second quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It's Madison 25, Corydon Central 16. Lady Cubs will have the basketball out of the Corydon timeout. That's the first time they've trailed by double digits. Thankfully, Bullitt got the steal in the layup to go with it. Kylie Montgomery up the floor right side, pitches it out to Davis in the right corner, up to Montgomery on the wing, throws a pass that Withers deflects and steals. Reese now up the left side of the floor into the front court. Ball stripped away from her, knocked away to McQuarrie. And now Davis has it. She'll jaunt up the left side of the floor for Madison. Into the left corner to Kenzie Smith on the lob pass. She'll take it all the way across to the right block, throws it up off the glass, rolls off the front of the rim. Megan Logan, who's back in there, grabs the rebound for the Lady Panthers. Up the floor now to Teeter across midcourt left side. 5:15 to go until halftime. Teeter takes it right side, and we're going to have a foul on the Lady Cubs. It'll be on Kylie Montgomery, who clearly didn't agree with the call there. It doesn't matter because that'll be her first personal, and that'll be the team's third on Madison with 5:12 to go here in the second. Lady Cubs up 25-16.
Riding her hip all the way around the top of the key.
It also shows Megan set a good screen up there, too.
Yes, did.
Inbound to Herndon, quick trigger three. Booyah for the lefty freshman who's getting her first experience under the bright lights. Her first points of the night. All of a sudden, the lead is down to 6. Madison pushing. Montgomery caught it in the left corner, lost it into the Corydon bench behind her out of bounds. It'll be a turnover back to the Lady Panthers as Madeline Montgomery will check back in for Madison, but the Lady Cubs want to talk things over. 5:01 to go second quarter, 25-19. Madison in front of Corydon Central. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
At First Harrison, the banking butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. If you need to borrow money for a home loan, car loan, even loans for boats, RVs, you name it, First Harrison Bank will get you competitive rates with fast, local decisions. Apply online at firstharrison.com. The banking butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the Lady Panthers getting a big three from Molly Herndon off the inbound pass and then forcing a Kylie Montgomery turnover in the front court. Down 6. Cut this down to 3 or 4 point game here. That'll change the dynamics, hopefully.
I think this possession, well, there goes Herndon.
Yeah, that's way off. Missed it. Right wing, left side of the glass, and the rebound to Miley McQuarrie, who jaunts up the floor with it left side for Madison. Takes it to the wing, pops it to Davis, top of the key. She'll line up the three. And
oh, my. She is just automatic.
Megan Logan, no offense to Megan, she's not the matchup for her. They got to have a guard on her at all times, and it means with this lineup, you got to have Bullitt, Teeter, or Withers on her, really. And Molly's a good defender, too. I'm not putting a freshman on a senior like that, though. Here is Bullitt getting it right side off ball movement. 28-19 Madison, 4:16 to go second quarter. Bullitt takes it to the left elbow, kicks it out to Herndon. Step back three. That one rimmed around, hit the backboard, and then fell in anyway. Well, Miss Herndon showing up big here in the second quarter.
Good job.
4 minutes to go in the second. Davis drives it right side. Almost got the ball knocked away. Shovels it out to Madeline Montgomery on the right wing. Down low into the post. Nice denial by Herndon. The pass intended for Kenzie Smith on that right block, but Molly playing that three-quarter high defense in the post to knock it away as Addison Rourke goes to the bench and Kylie Montgomery returns for Madison. Inbound from Smith in the right corner. She'll get it out to the wing to Madeline Montgomery. Madeline takes it around to the right side, pops it to Kylie, to Davis. Floater down the lane, missed it off the back of the rim, but McQuarrie is able to come up with a rebound for Madison. Kicks out to Davis, and she hits a three anyway from the right side. Juliana Davis has 16. The Lady Panthers, they just can't stop her right now. You're not going to stop her, but they got to slow her down better. Withers driving baseline, forcing the contact, and I think she just drew the second foul on Juliana Davis there, actually.
Yeah.
That'll be a foul on Davis. That'll be her second and the team's fourth of the quarter. So Madison now has Kenzie Smith, Addison Rourke, and Juliana Davis, all who have 2 fouls apiece. And Lady Cubs have only played 6. So clearly they're not a very deep team. As Logan and Bullitt get a rest on the bench for the Lady Panthers. Katie Eve and Jordan McCarty, actually Kyra Lathan and Jordan McCarty, and Herndon inbounding at left baseline to Teeter on the wing. Molly drives down to the baseline under the basket, got the ball knocked away and stolen. Kylie Montgomery right side quickly, Throws it too far out in front of Kenzie Smith, who can't save it from going out of bounds on the right baseline. So the Lady Panthers will get it back. Addison Rourke will come in, and she will replace Kenzie Smith in the lineup for Madison. They do have two other Smiths, so I guess in a way they kind of saved us from having to deal with a triple Smith lineup here. Daly Smith, 5'6", and a freshman, and Ava Smith, 5'8", and a sophomore. They're supposed to be in the rotation, but we haven't seen them yet. Teeter, that was a quick shot.
Quick.
Right side off the screen, missed it. Rebound fought for on the left baseline. Rourke gets it. However, double team comes, and she will be bumped and draw a foul on the Lady Panthers. That'll be the first foul of the quarter on Corydon Central with 2:58 remaining. The foul is on Kyra Lathan, her first of the night. And Madison will go to the bench. They will send Kylie Montgomery this time. Kenzie Smith right back in there for Madison. Smith, the inbound left side, goes over right side to Rourke. She walks it across the 10-second line to McQuarrie, free throw line, and she buries a jumper on the turnaround for her 9th point.
Nice shot.
33-22. First time the Lady Cubs have been up 11 since early in the quarter when they led 25-14. Withers up the floor, throws a pass to Herndon on the right sideline. Herndon slides it to the right of the top of the arc. Now takes it to the left elbow, gives it out to Lathan. Lathan drives it into the paint, pitches it to Withers. She goes up with a layup, couldn't get it to go. It hit the front of the rim off the glass. Rebound to Rourke, or McQuarrie rather. She gets it up the floor to Davis. Her three is blocked. Teeter doing that, and then underneath, a foul is going to be called on Corydon Central. Withers did not make a lot of contact with Nadalyn Montgomery, but she is going to be called for the foul nevertheless. It's on Jordan McCarty, actually. That'll be the second on McCarty, and that'll be the team's second as well.
Oh, nice steal.
Almost.
Didn't get it back in.
Withers got it there along the scorer's table, but she couldn't keep her balance or keep it in bounds, so it'll still be Madison basketball, but they'll have to inbound in their backcourt now.
Good anticipation that time.
Sophia Bullitt returns, replacing Jordan McCarty, who just picked up her second foul in the lineup. And now the Lady Panthers. Oh, there's an open cutter. Smith on the baseline from the left. Juliana Davis touched the basketball last as it went out of bounds, and it will once again go back over to Corydon Central. 2:09 to go, second quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Madison 33, Corydon Central 22 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. The inbound to Kyra Lathan, who will jaunt across midcourt with it. Toss over to Herndon on the right perimeter. 2 minutes to go in the half. Herndon with it, lost it up top. Withers picks it up. Reese drives it right, goes straight away to Teeter. Paisley crosses over, got the ball knocked away. Davis, or Montgomery actually, Kylie almost got it, and then Madison comes out of there with it with McQuarrie. Up the floor now to Nadalyn Montgomery on the left wing, into the corner to Davis. Three, rattled it in from the left corner. She's on fire.
Yeah, she's, missed one, if any?
She's missed 1 3-point shot. She's made 5 so far.
That's what I
Withers getting it right block. Got it knocked away out of bounds from behind. McQuarrie going to be called for the deflection. And it'll stay with Corydon Central. Reese got it on the right block, turned around, and McQuarrie able to poke it away. 1:26 to go till halftime. Lady Panthers really need to get this down to 10 or less by halftime. Bullitt inbounding right baseline from the E of Pirates. Lobs it to Lathan between the circles. Madison's defense, their intensity's real. They're very good on that side, although a foul is called here as Lathan was driving. Bullitt got in her way, and the foul will be called on Kylie Montgomery. That's going to be now 2 on her on the night, and that'll be the team's 5th of the quarter coming up here on the Madison Lady Cubs.
A good solid screen,
Sophia getting that foul there. So Davis, Montgomery, Kenzie Smith, and Addison Rourke all have 2 fouls for Madison. That's their 5th of the quarter. And that'll send Bullitt to the line, and the officials having a little conference over there just beyond the right wing. Not sure what that's all about. Addison Rourke about to check back in here for Madison as Katie Eve gets set to join the festivities for the Lady Panthers with 1:21 to go here until halftime. Sophia, 2 shots coming up. First one up, knocks that in. 3 points for her. Got to get her and Teeter going on the offensive end of the floor. And they certainly need to get Reese going, too, as Molly Herndon checks out. Pretty good minutes for her in the second quarter. Not bad for a kid who's never played in a sectional game until tonight.
I think she's going to be a good one. She's come a long way this year.
Second free throw, Bullitt misses it back of the rim. Rebound tipped around multiple times. Natalie Montgomery comes up with it and almost falling out of bounds, trying to save it off Bullitt, but Adam Dennis bails her out with a timeout on the sideline. 1:17 to go till halftime. 36-23, Madison leading Corydon Central on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
1:17 to go until halftime. It is Madison leading Corydon Central 36-23 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. So the inbound will come from Madison on the far side. Kenzie Smith will be the inbounder for the Lady Cubs. Against full court pressure, throws it across the timeline to McQuarrie. Deflected pass, and Reese Withers comes up with the steal. Reese into the front court, left wing, out to Lathan at the volleyball line to Teeter. Open three right wing. She left it short. Rebound will carry him into the right corner, out of bounds, and it will be Madison basketball, but that was about as clean a look as Paisley could have asked for there.
Yeah, she was about a step too far out. It looked good all the way to the bucket. Well, here comes the steal.
And Teeter getting it, pulls up, left elbow jumper. That won't go back rim. Bullitt gets the rebound, goes up off the glass. That's no good, off the side of the rim. Rourke had the rebound. However, she got tied up. And the possession arrow will point to the Lady Cubs with 53.9 seconds to go here in the second quarter of play. Meanwhile, we got couple of schedule changes for sectionals around the area tonight. Full court pressure. Davis gets it off the inbound. Across midcourt, kicks it out right wing to Addison Rourke. Rourke dribbles up, gets it to McQuarrie right block, goes up and lays it in off the window between two defenders for her 11th point. Well, 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Let's see what the Lady Panthers can do. Lathan into the front court to Teeter on the left wing. Paisley holds it there, looks inside for Reese, doesn't have her. She'll take it around to the right side at the volleyball spike line. Now Teeter takes it left side, goes downhill, misses the layup, rebound. Bullitt gets it, kicks it out to Paisley. She fakes, kicks it to Eve. 15-footer, banked it in from the left wing. How about that shot there? Oh, my goodness. You're up ahead, Madison throwing it up off the glass is Davis, and they're going to call a foul. Are you serious? I'm sorry, I don't understand where the contact was there. Wasn't much. Foul was going to be on Reese Withers, and that's her third. That is really a rough sign for the Corydon Lady Panthers right here. I don't think so. I'm just saying. Free throw for Davis. She'll probably make both. Oh, she missed the first one. Well, she's actually a good free throw shooter, 73% on the season, but she rims that first one out. I guess ball don't lie. Second free throw rolls in for her that time, so she gets that for her 17th point. Lady Panthers need somebody to get the inbound. Lathan does. Gets it right side. Throws it up the floor to Teeter. Teeter turns. Gets the shot up before the horn. It hits the right side of the rim from 12 feet away and comes up short to close out the first half of play. Well, the Lady Panthers are going to have to dig out of this one in the second half as they trail Madison by double digits going into the locker room here at Charlestown Sports Arena in the opening round of Class 3A Sectional 30. Coming up on our halftime report, we'll have first half stats and analysis. We'll also update you on what else has happened here at Charlestown tonight. That's all coming up at halftime. On the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, Corydon Central down to Madison by a score of 39-25. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality Crestone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crestone in DePaul. At Davis Crestone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Crestone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crestone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Are tax season blues getting you down? Well, worry no more. Introducing Jiffy Tax Shack, your go-to destination for hassle-free tax filing. At Jiffy Tax Shack, they make tax filing a breeze. Experienced team of tax professionals can ensure you get every deduction you deserve. Fast, accurate, and affordable. That's the Jiffy Tax Shack promise. No more stressing over complicated forms or endless paperwork. Your refund is just a visit away. Jiffy Tax Shack in Tazewell, where taxes are made simple. Call 812-338-3258. Don't forget to ask if you qualify for the earner income tax credit.
Well, it's halftime here at Charlestown Sports Arena here in the city of Charlestown on a night where the winter weather has breezed through the area. Some places getting a pretty healthy amount of snow and some other places getting a lot less as far as snowfall is concerned. But we did see a little bit of a wintry mix earlier today, saw a little bit of rain, a little bit of sleet as well. So it's been a hodgepodge, but fortunately we're able to get this game in tonight here in the opening round of Class 3A Sectional 30. A couple other sectional sites not so fortunate. They've had to reorganize their schedules a little bit. We'll get to that here in a moment. But meanwhile, Corydon Central in a tough spot right now, trailing the Madison Lady Cubs here at halftime on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It is the Lady Cubs of Madison who finished the season tied for 8th in Class 3A, leading 39-25 over the Corydon Central Lady Panthers. Alongside our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Corydon Central got a lot of work to do here in the second half to get themselves back into contention. They are fighting an uphill battle here tonight against a very talented Madison team with one of the top guards really anywhere in Eastern Indiana in Juliana Davis, or I guess Southeastern Indiana, if you want to go a little more technical on that. She really had a good first half for the Lady Cubs, and bad news for the Lady Panthers was she went off in that second quarter of play and really put the Lady Panthers in a bad spot. I actually miscounted how many points she had because she did make 4 trays in that second quarter. So she ended up she's the leading scorer for all scorers out there in this first half of play and already close to her season average here at halftime. We'll get to that here in just a moment. But earlier this evening, Silver Creek took care of business. They knocked out Scottsburg in the opening round 65-23. The Lady Dragons will move on to Friday night semifinal game. They'll play the first game here against the host Charlestown in their annual Battle of Highway 403 rivalry. So that'll come to the postseason Friday, 6 o'clock in that first semifinal game here at the Charlestown Sports Arena. Let's go over the shooting and scoring for both teams. We'll start with the Madison Lady Cubs here in the first 2 quarters of play. And Juliana Davis is the leading scorer. She had 5 points in that first quarter on a 3 and a 2. She buried 4 trays in that second quarter, got another basket on a drive, and made 1 out of 2 free throws. So Davis has 15 second quarter points, 20 points total so far over the first 2 quarters for this Madison basketball team. She has really shined so far and has been every bit as good as advertised through the first 2 quarters of play. Miley McQuarrie, though, has been a real problem for the Lady Panthers on the inside. 3 out of 4 at the free throw line in the first quarter with a pair of baskets inside. She also made a couple of baskets down low in the second quarter of play. So McQuarrie has 11 so far for Madison to this point. Meantime, we also have Kenzie Smith. She got out of the gate red hot tonight for the Lady Cubs. She scored 5 points, 3 free throws, and a basket, converted a three-point play the old-fashioned way. So Smith has 5, and then Addison Rourke, who knocked down to 3 in the first quarter, ends up scoring 3 points in the first half for the Lady Cubs. Kylie Montgomery and Natalie Montgomery have both seen time, but neither have scored so far. Lady Cubs are 6 of 12 in that first quarter shooting, 7 out of 15 in the second quarter. They knocked down 13 of 27 shots for a nice 48% in that first half. They were red hot from behind the three-point line, 2 out of 5 in the first quarter, 4 out of 6 in the second quarter. They were 6 out of 11 for 55% from behind the arc in the first 2 quarters of play. Free throw shooting 7 out of 9 for 78% so far for this Madison team here in the opening round. For the Corydon Central Lady Panthers, very balanced effort, but nobody really jumping out with their scoring. Molly Herndon, the freshman, is actually the leading scorer for the Lady Panthers here in this first half of play. Molly buried a couple of trays in that second quarter to get her to 6 points. So Herndon is the leader for Corydon Central in the scoring department so far. Meantime, Jordan McCarty, impressive first quarter for her. She is dealing with a little bit of foul trouble. 5 points for Jordan on a 3 and a 2 there in the first quarter. As for the rest of the team, the Lady Panthers have Kyra Lathan with 4 points on 4 of 6 free throws. Sophia Bullitt, a basket for 2 and 1 of 2 free throws, 3 points. Paisley Teeter buried a 3 in the first quarter. She's got 3. Reese Withers and Katie Eve both with 2 points. Reese got hers in the first quarter. Katie got hers on a bank shot in the second quarter. Megan Logan is the only Lady Panther who has seen time but not scored. Corydon Central, 4 of 10 in the first quarter, 4 of 12 in the second. 8 out of 22 shooting in that first half for 36%. They were 4 out of 10 from behind the arc, 40%, and 5 out of 8 on free throws for 63%. It was 20-12 Madison at the end of the first quarter. The Lady Cubs outscored the Lady Panthers 19-13 in the second and lead it 39-25 at halftime. We've had 1 tie and 4 lead changes so far here in this first round matchup. Madison won the rebounding 13-8 over Corydon Central in the first half. 3 offensive rebounds for the Lady Cubs. Miley McQuarrie, 6 rebounds, 2 on the offensive end. Addison Rourke, 4 defensive rebounds. Kenzie Smith, 2 rebounds, 1 offensive, and Juliana Davis, 1 rebound in the first half. For the Lady Panthers, 8 rebounds, 2 offensive. Sophia Bullitt, Jordan McCarty, and Megan Logan all had 2 rebounds apiece. Bullitt had the 1 offensive rebound in that group, and then 1 offensive rebound for Lathan and 1 defensive rebound for Withers. The Lady Panthers had 10 turnovers. Compare that to 9 for Madison. 4 assists for the Lady Panthers on 8 made baskets. 7 on 13 made shots for Madison. Addison Rourke, 3 assists, leads the way. Juliana Davis and Miley McQuarrie both had 2 assists apiece. For the Lady Panthers on their 4 assists, Teeter, Withers, Eve, and Logan all had 1 assist in that first half for the Lady Panthers, who trail it 39-25 as we get ready for the third quarter here at the Charlestown Sports Arena here tonight. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball in the first round of Sectional 30 right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
Third quarter about to get started here at the Charlestown Sports Arena. The opening round of Class 3A Sectional 30. Silver Creek has already advanced with a win over the Warriorettes of Scottsburg. That final score ended up being 65-23. Silver Creek marches into the semifinals. They'll play Charlestown at 6 o'clock on Friday evening here at the Sports Arena. Second half ready to begin. Reese Withers will inbound it to Sophia Bullitt in the backcourt. Lady Panthers return with Paisley Teeter, Reese Withers, Sophia Bullitt, Katie Eve, and Jordan McCarty to begin the third quarter. Withers has 3 fouls. McCarty has 2 for the Lady Panthers. Eve gets it on the right wing, gives it to Teeter in the corner, takes it up top. Kylie Montgomery all over her. Over to Withers on the left side. Davis guarding her. She drives baseline to McCarty in the post. Turns, gets the shot up, and it softly rolls around the rim right side and falls in. 39-27. Nice move by McCarty. She now has 7 on the night. Lady Cubs passing. Nicely done there. Rourke into McQuarrie, high post. Knocked away, and Paisley Teeter comes away with the steal. Drives it up the floor to Kylie Montgomery on the left wing. Down to Eve, inside to McCarty. Drives inside. Puts up a contested shot. Wouldn't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds off Madison. And it will stay with the Lady Panthers. McCarty not able to get that one. Teeter was open in that left corner, but Jordan had already made up her mind she was going to turn around and shoot. Eve with it from the R of Pirates left baseline. Throws a pass. Montgomery deflects into Beth Blum on the Corydon Central bench, the JV coach of the Lady Panthers. They had a strong finish to their season. The JV team won on her birthday last week on Thursday at Crawford County. And the inbound to McCarty on the left wing. Around to Withers right side. Free throw line to Jordan. Takes one dribble. Turns. Gets it out to Reese at the free throw line. Free throw line jumper is up. She left it off the front of the rim. A little short. Rebound run down. And it is Kenzie Smith who collects it for the Lady Cubs. Up the floor now to McQuarrie. Top of the key. Around to Rourke. Madison going away from us here in the third quarter. Rourke on the drive. Too strong on the layup. Offensive rebound underneath to Kenzie Smith. And then she throws it away to Bullitt. Only for McQuarrie to get called for a pushing foul there under the basket along that left baseline. Foul on Miley McQuarrie, her first, team's first of the quarter. 6:40 remaining here in the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lady Panthers are in the home white uniforms, black letters and numbers with the old gold and black trim. Madison in the road black uniforms, red letters and numbers, red and white trim on the jersey. Corydon coming toward us here from the corner balcony here at Charlestown. Eve gets it left wing, hands it to Withers, takes it left side of the basket. Somehow got that one to roll in off the back of the rim and drew the foul to go with it.
Determination. She got that ball up over the top of 2 players.
I mean, she's going to have to, and she just drew the third foul on Juliana Davis as well, which is critical for this Corydon team. Free throw, good for Reese. They need her to get going here in this third quarter. Unfortunately, a foul in the backcourt, a little tic-tac action there as Katie Eve kind of pushed on Davis a little bit there. The foul will be on Katie. That'll be her second and the team's first here in this third quarter against the Lady Panthers. Juliana Davis, Kenzie Smith, Kylie Montgomery, Addison Rourke, and Miley McQuarrie on the floor for the Lady Cubs. Davis takes it right side, gets into the paint, misses the shot off the backboard, hit the front of the rim right side, and Reese comes away with the rebound. Brings it up the floor, gets caught without the dribble before she got it across midcourt to Eve, right wing, back up top to Withers, takes it to the left elbow, pitches it out to the corner to Teeter. Teeter drives on Montgomery, and going to be called for the push-off, the offensive foul. Sure I didn't see her extend her arm there at all.
No.
And that's part of the criteria for an offensive foul. So Paisley, unfortunately, picks that one up. That'll be her first, team second. If you fully extend the arm, sure, but Coach Conrad, I think, might have just gotten he got a bench warning, or did he get a technical?
Something happened, that's for sure.
He got teed up, I think.
It looks like it.
Well, he has good reason to be. Technical foul on Paisley Teeter now.
Oh, my.
Well, this is going to start turning into a meltdown if they don't get this under control. I'm talking about the Lady Panthers here. I don't know what Paisley said.
I'm not sure. I just can't see her doing much or saying much. She's a calm kid from what we know.
That'll be a technical foul on her, so that'll be free throws for Juliana Davis, and she knocks in that first one, her 21st point of the night. I thought the offensive foul made, again, there was no extension there. No. She didn't even put her shoulder in, and honestly, it should have been a foul on Kylie Montgomery.
Just a bump. That's all.
Either that or it's play on. It's either a defensive foul or play on. Davis buries that free throw. So she just continues to knock these down, and she gets another one to go as well. So she got 4 free throws and hit every single one of them.
13 points.
And unfortunately, after all this work Corydon did to get it to single digits, this could end up being a costly time for this Corydon girls basketball team. Unfortunately, Rourke traveled.
Yeah.
Drove it to the right elbow. That was obvious. So she was It looked like Barney Rubble trying to stop out there with the feet.
The brakes didn't work too well.
No. Coach Dennis going to the bench, going to throw Nadalyn Montgomery in there. He was like wind sprinting on the sideline there, trying to get to Nadalyn Montgomery. And it's Nadalyn with an N, just in case that's not clear. It's not Madeline, it's Nadalyn. So with that, it's 43-30. Lady Panthers have it. McCarty gets it left block, kicks it out to Withers in the corner, drives baseline, cut off, back out to McCarty. McCarty takes 2 dribbles, gives it out to Reese above the corner on the left side. Meantime, Lady Panthers get it. Withers right side out to Eve in the corner, dribbles up to the wing, down low to Reese. Reese turns into a double team, splits defenders, and draws a foul. Couldn't get the shot to go off the glass, but she will go to the line for 2 shots. And you can see Reese trying to will her team back into it with 5:22 to go in the third. But, man, this Lady Panther team, you got to think they got to get this down to a 6 to 8 point deficit going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, definitely going to have to get the lead cut down.
First free throw is good for Reese. That is now 7 for her on the night. Or, actually, I beg your pardon, 6 now. Out is Nadalyn Montgomery. Back in for the Lady Cubs is Addison Rourke. Second free throw is up. That one rimmed around, fell out. Rebound tipped to McQuarrie. Comes down with it for Madison. Pushes it up the left side of the floor to Rourke. Couldn't run it down. Davis, though, in the corner gets it out to McQuarrie on the wing for a 3. That one off the front rim, but it bounces to Smith on the right block for the offensive rebound. She dribbles out, gets it down to McQuarrie in the lane, goes up, draws contact, and there was a foul there on the Lady Panthers. No doubt about that one. McQuarrie will pick up the foul. At least they made it tough on her there to get the shot up. That was the key thing on that foul. If you're going to foul, you don't want the player to get a clean look at the shot there. Foul will be on Sophia Bullitt, the sophomore for the Lady Panthers. Her first, team's 5th of the quarter because of those 2 technicals that were called.
Just get short.
First free throw, she just grazed the front of the rim. And that'll be a substitution, I think, for Madison. Kylie Montgomery back in there. Free throw number 2 rolls in for Miley McQuarrie. 1 out of 2 for her 12th point. She is now 4 out of 6 on free throws tonight. 44-31, 5 minutes to go third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard.
Need help.
Bullitt trying to get rid of it. Finally does. Coach Conrad calling timeout. He has to sit down now because of the technical. With 4:53 to go in the third quarter, it is Madison leading by 13, 44-31. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser in New Albany. It's never too late to level up your life. Whether you're changing careers or finishing your education, Prosser Adult Education offers affordable classes to help you earn workforce readiness, improve your skills, or train for a high-demand job. Visit prossercareers.com or call us at 812-542-8508 to get started. Prosser Adult Education. Your future, your move.
At First Harrison, the banking butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. First Harrison is here to make it easy for local business owners with real estate loans, construction loans, SBA loans, lines of credit, treasury management, and merchant services. You will get competitive rates and fast local decisions. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
4:53 left here in the third quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lady Panthers return to the court with Sophia Bullitt, Jordan McCarty, Katie Eve, as well as Reese Withers and Paisley Teeter. Reese inbounding next to the Corydon bench, gives it to Bullitt out there below the timeline on the left side. Bullitt takes it half-court circle, gives it up to Reese right side, down low to McCarty into a double team, forces up a tough shot off the backboard, hit the front rim. Rebound bounds out to Kylie Montgomery on the left wing. She'll drive it coast to coast. Missed the layup and drew the contact on Sophia Bullitt. And I know Sophia doesn't agree with the call. There was definitely some contact there, though. And that foul on Bullitt will be her second, and that'll be 2 shots coming up here for the Lady Cubs, Kylie Montgomery. Montgomery is 5'7" and a senior. One of a multitude of seniors on this team. She gets her first point of the night as she knocks in that knuckleball free throw. 45-31, 4:37 to go third quarter. Montgomery, actually not a very good free throw shooter by guard standards, 64% coming in. However, she buries both. 46-31, that will equal the Lady Cubs' biggest lead of the night at 15 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. 4:27 to go. Bullitt takes it right side to the basket, couldn't get it to go, missed it off the right, or going left, missed it off the right side. Rourke is able to grab the rebound. Up the right side into the corner for a three. Knocked it down. That was Kylie Montgomery who hit that for Madison, her first field goal of the night. She's scored the last 5 for the Lady Cubs, who are up by 18 halfway through the quarter. Eve with it, top of the key, takes it to the right wing, gives it to McCarty up top. McCarty takes it down to the paint. Turns, looks, trying to get it out of there, does to Reese. Ball deflected off of her. Kenzie Smith comes out of there with it for Madison, drives it right side. Scoop layup off the bottom of the rim. Withers able to grab the rebound, hand it behind her to Jordan McCarty. McCarty back to Reese now. 3:40 to go. Kyra Lathan and Molly Herndon set to check in for the Lady Panthers. A drive. Reese can't get the layup right side. Kicked out to Teeter for a three. Left wing, missed it off the backboard right side. Reese grabs the rebound. Goes back up, missed a 15-footer. Bullitt able to get the rebound, kicks it out to Eve in the right corner. Back out to Withers, and Reese buries a three from the right wing. Timeout, Lady Panthers with 3:22 to go third quarter. The lead trimmed back to 49-34 with 3:22 to go in the quarter. And we're going to leave it here. We're going to keep it here. This is a short timeout. We'll just stay with it. 3:22 to go here in the quarter. Very frustrating quarter, and unfortunately, when you get double technicals, that with Juliana Davis making all 4 free throws, they were down 9 at that point. And yeah, I mean, obviously, I know you're disappointed in the call, but those 2 technicals could prove to be very costly and may end up being the pivot point. Unfortunately, the Lady Panthers were trying to avoid.
It definitely swung the momentum huge.
Because Corydon they were working their way back into it. They had it down to 9, but that just seemed like it got Madison back on track, though.
They've got to get going right now. They need to get this deficit down as far as they can.
No, they got to get steals. That's one thing. If you can get steals, that'll help a lot. They're just going to leave McQuarrie wide open left side across midcourt to Davis. Davis drives it to the right side, out to the corner to Kylie Montgomery, up to Rourke, right wing three. Oh, goodness. She was kind of fading away on that shot, and she still made it. Yep. She actually jumped slightly backwards when she released it, which normally doesn't work out well. Normally. Usually if you jump a little forward or you go straight up, straight down. But nevertheless, Teeter with it to the front court to Withers on the left side, around to Lathan. Kyra gives it up to Molly Herndon, back up to Paisley. Out to Kyra left wing. Fakes, drives it into the paint. Tries to force up a shot. Lost it, got it back, and then goes back up and sticks it in off the right side anyway.
She didn't give up.
First field goal. Well, it kind of fooled Madison. They didn't know where the ball was. Kick out to Davis, right corner three. Can't get that to go. Rebound. Lathan runs it down. She's able to pull it away from the Lady Cubs. Up the floor to Teeter. She lost it. Madison steals it. Rourke got a piece of it. Davis into the front court with it, right wing. Throws it high post to McQuarrie. Left block to Montgomery. Kylie Montgomery can't get that to go. Rebound caroms off of Withers to Juliana Davis on the left side, and she lays it in. Juliana Davis has 26 points, 54-36, 2:06 to go here in this third frame.
Now what?
I don't know. Officials call timeout. I don't know what this is all about, to be quite honest. Do we have... Well, apparently somebody in the Corydon cheer block may have said something. Now John Atkins and Keith Marshall are coming over there. Well, that's not good.
No.
The official warning the student section there, and we got a lot of boys basketball players in there, so I'll tell you right now, better not get back around to Coach Hinton if one of those guys said something. Hopefully they didn't. But now they're getting talked to now. John getting over there to handle that. And so he's right on top of it. He was just sitting right behind the bench. So I don't know if he heard anything. Lathan trying to throw it to Withers right side of the lane. Ball got stolen. Kenzie Smith took it away. And then Kyra Lathan came up behind to try to steal it at midcourt. And Kyra forced a jump ball. Juliana Davis will check back in after quickly going to the bench for a break. She'll replace Natalie Montgomery, who checked in for her. 1:50 to go third quarter, 54-36. Lady Cubs in the driver's seat here against the Lady Panthers on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Smith inbounding to Davis in the backcourt. Davis across midcourt, around right wing to Rourke. Inside, well, straight up, straight down for Kylie Montgomery. Baseline shot from about 10 feet away. She gets that to go for her 7th point of the night, all here in the third quarter. Lead is 20, and the Lady Cubs have the Lady Panthers on the ropes now. Lathan, top of the key to Withers, drives it left side. Draws contact, Miley McQuarrie. I'm going to say this happened in the first game too. Girls need to stop complaining about calls.
Yeah.
Just stop. I mean, I'm sorry. Both teams need to just relax, let the officials call the game. Your job as a player is to play.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about what the refs are calling. If they call it on you, just own it and say, okay, that's fine. We'll move on. But we've seen a lot of it from both sides, especially there. I mean, that's one thing. I mean, I understand we're trying to teach sportsmanship too. That's another thing that we're trying to emphasize. So, I mean, if you get the call, just raise your hand and move on. That's it. That's all you got to do. Free throw number 1 did not go for Reese. However, she does make that second one. And Withers, I messed up there. I had her making the first one instead of the second, but she gets that to make it 56-37. McQuarrie gets it down low, and Kyra Lathan deflects it. And it goes off McQuarrie out of bounds left baseline. So it will be, and that pass coming in, I think, from Kenzie Smith. She was trying to find her in there from that left corner. Davis will go to the bench, and Natalie Montgomery back in replacing her. Kylie Montgomery, Kenzie Smith, Addison Rourke, and Miley McQuarrie out there for Madison. Running shot for Lathan, couldn't get it to go off the right side. I thought that went off the Lady Cubs on the rebound. I didn't think Sophia touched that, but
oh well.
It's going to go back to Madison. The ball's been bouncing their way tonight. That's the reality of it. Inbound McQuarrie to Davis, who's back in there. She gets away from Withers at midcourt, drops it off to Montgomery, and Kylie Montgomery lays it in as it rolls around the rim and in from the right side. She's got 9. She had nothing in the first half, and Madison's lead is the biggest it's been all night at 58-37 with 45 seconds to go. Logan in there, Megan out top to Withers, and she buries the tray. Reese has come to life here in this quarter. Her second tray of the night. She's got 11 in the quarter, 13 on the night. Davis unable to convert on the other end, driving left side for the layup. Missed that. Rebound to Herndon. Up the floor, Withers, 3 left wing. Can't get it to go. Davis able to grab the rebound in the paint. Drives it up the floor, wide open. Kenzie Smith, right side off the glass and good. Kenzie Smith gets her 7th point. The lead is 60-40, and Corydon giving up a lot on the back end of their press now. It is Bullitt driving left side. Somehow navigated around, count the basket, and draw the foul on Miley McQuarrie. What a move from the sophomore. That looked a lot like the girl we saw in the sectional championship game last year.
That was very smooth. She had just enough room to get in there on the block and lay it up.
That's what she's capable of doing. Although she missed the free throw, Logan couldn't get the rebound as the Lady Cubs got it. It was Smith who got that rebound, and that'll end the quarter here. Bullitt able to get that basket for her 5th point of the night. However, the Lady Panthers are in a deep hole right now, trailing 60-42 to the Madison Lady Cubs. Going into the 4th quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
At Harrison County Hospital, your health is their top priority. Dr. John Gonzaba and the entire team at General Surgery Associates are proud to expand their surgical expertise with 2 outstanding surgeons. Dr. Karen Johnson-Burkhorst specializes in appendectomy, breast surgery, colonoscopy, gallbladder surgery, hernia repair, and minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Stephen Thomas focuses on wound care, skin cancers, diabetic foot issues, and more. Call 812-738-0177 today to schedule your appointment. Learn more at hchin.org.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Fourth quarter getting started here at the Charlestown Sports Arena. First round of Class 3A Sectional 30. Lady Panthers down 60-42 to the Madison Lady Cubs as Reese Withers starts the quarter with a top-of-the-key jumper, spun around the rim, fell out. Miley McQuarrie comes down with a tough rebound under the basket. Up the floor, Davis pushing coast to coast. Lays it up and in off the right side of the window for her 28th point of the night. If you don't stop her at half court, she's just going to take you right down to the rim. No problem.
She's a competitor.
She's quick.
Yes.
Goodness. McCarty couldn't catch it clean in the post, lost it. Davis up the floor for her 30th point as she lays it up and in again off the right side. Man, they're going to miss her big time next year.
Yeah.
You're not, look, I know they've got good players at Madison, but you're not going to fill that void. It's kind of like with Corydon with Josie Vaughn and Alyssa Murphy. Unfortunately, couldn't fill that void. You knew it was going to be tough. It was going to be a different team this year, but you lose a player like that, you don't just replace somebody like Juliana Davis.
No, she's tough. Good basketball player.
I think she's going to go play in college. I want to say Indiana Wesleyan, but I'm not 100% on that. Herndon from the left wing up top to Teeter, and that one, I think it rattled about, 3 times before it finally fell in? Paisley finally got one to go. She's just not been able to get the ball to go down tonight, unfortunately. She's got 6 points now. If she were as hot as she could be, you're talking about a game that's probably within single digits. Here's Davis again off the run. Golly.
She is just crushing it out there tonight.
You just can't stop her once she gets going. Golly, she is
playing very, very well.
She's been a good player every time we've seen her, but it's like she's at a whole nother level this year. It's amazing. Withers down low to Herndon. Nice cut left side. Lays it up and in off the glass. The freshman gets her 8th point of the night. And the Lady Panthers will burn another timeout with 6:16 to go in the fourth quarter. They are trailing 66-47 to the Madison Lady Cubs on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
At Harrison County Hospital, your health is their top priority. Dr. John Gonzaba and the entire team at General Surgery Associates are proud to expand their surgical expertise with 2 outstanding surgeons. Dr. Karen Johnson Burkhorst specializes in appendectomy, breast surgery, colonoscopy, gallbladder surgery, hernia repair, and minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Stephen Thomas focuses on wound care, skin cancers, diabetic foot issues, and more. Call 812-738-0177 today to schedule your appointment. Learn more at hchin.org.
6:16 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. The Corydon Central Lady Panthers trailing the Madison Lady Cubs 66-47 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here inside Charlestown Sports Arena, the host side of Class 3A Sectional 30 as part of the 51st IHSAA Girls Basketball State Tournament. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. And the Lady Cubs will have the basketball out of the timeout after the
carried the ball.
Well, that's something you don't see very often. Addison Rourke going to be, or actually Miley McQuarrie going to be nailed on that. If they don't turn around, I'm having just a little bit of trouble seeing the front of the jersey. The number's a little smaller on the front than it is on the back. And it's that black and red. It's not that hard to see ordinarily, but for some reason tonight, I don't know. I've just not been able to locate numbers at times for some reason. Withers gets it in the lane, turns it, kicks it out to Lily Pavey, who comes in. The senior misses the 3 from the left wing, but Sophia Bullitt runs down the rebound left baseline. As she gets it out to Paisley Teeter, a foul is going to be whistled on the Lady Cubs. Lily is a 5'6" senior at guard. She gets a little time out there. Foul is on Kylie Montgomery, her 3rd, team's first of the quarter on the Lady Cubs with 5:47 to go. And it will be Sophia Bullitt, the sophomore, going to the bench. Megan Logan back onto the floor now, joining a lineup of Paisley Teeter, Jordan McCarty, Reese Withers, and Lily Pavey. Withers left side with it to the free throw line to McCarty. Tried to hand it off to Paisley, but Kylie Montgomery swiped it away on the handoff and lays it in on the other end of the floor right side. 11 for Kylie Montgomery. All in the second half, and the Lady Cubs have bumped this lead up to 68-47. Up the floor, Logan from Teeter gets it on the left perimeter. 5:20 to go on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. To Pavey on the right wing. Lilly takes it up top, drops it to McCarty in the post. Jordan turns, gives it baseline to Logan, fires a jumper. How about that for Megan Logan? Knocking down the 15-foot jumper from the baseline on the right. 68-49. First two of the night for Megan. Then a pass down low to McQuarrie. Missed the layup on the left side. McCarty able to gather the rebound on the baseline. Up the floor with it to Lily Pavey across the timeline left. Hands it to McCarty up top. Slides it over to Teeter. Left wing three. How about that? Well, they're not going away quietly, that's for sure.
Nope.
Paisley buries that for her 9th point. 68-52. Be interesting if they can get this down to 10 here in the next couple of minutes. Kick out to Davis. Or actually to Montgomery. Misses the three from the right corner back rim. McCarty with the rebound left baseline. And then Davis stole it from her on the pass to Pavey and laid it up and in left side.
Oh,
She's got 34 points. Timeout Madison with 4:29 to go here in the fourth quarter. 70-52 Lady Cubs all over the Lady Panthers. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
At Harrison County Hospital, your health is their top priority. Dr. John Gonzaba and the entire team at General Surgery Associates are proud to expand their surgical expertise with two outstanding surgeons. Dr. Karen Johnson-Burkhorst specializes in appendectomy, breast surgery, colonoscopy, gallbladder surgery, hernia repair, and minimally invasive procedures. And Dr. Stephen Thomas focuses on wound care, skin cancers, diabetic foot issues, and more. Call 812-738-0177 today to schedule your appointment. Learn more at hchin.org.
Well, it's 4:29 to go here in the fourth quarter of play on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Juliana Davis bumped Madison's lead up to 18 at 70-52 off that steal before the Lady Cubs called a timeout. Adam Dennis trying to make sure his team doesn't blow this lead as Teeter lines up a contested three left wing. That one's off the back of the rim. Megan Logan gets the rebound out to her 15 feet away, and then offensive foul, I think, will go on Megan for an illegal screen. Yep, that's what it was. Yeah, she knew immediately as soon as that happened. That's the second on Megan. That'll be the team's first of the quarter with 4:09 to go here in the fourth, and the Lady Panthers down by 18 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Well, Corydon Central got Davis with it out front, threw it to McQuarrie, went through her hands at the left elbow. Withers, left side short corner, ends up stealing it. She goes coast to coast, drives in on McQuarrie, who draws the blocking foul, and Reese will go to the line for two shots, missing that one off the backboard and the right side of the rim. That'll be the fourth foul on Miley McQuarrie of Madison, team's second of the quarter. So McQuarrie, who had a big first half, had not done much in the second. Withers free throw, front rim, and rolls in gently over the front of the cylinder for her 14th point of the night. Miley McQuarrie will check out, and Madeline Montgomery is in for her, joining Addison Rourke. Kylie Montgomery, Kenzie Smith, and Juliana Davis. Meanwhile, Katie Eve in for Reese Withers. And that may be the last time we see Reese on the floor tonight.
She's getting emotional.
Yeah, the tears are flowing. I mean,
hurts.
The girls she's fought her tail off in the second half, though.
She has.
She's given it everything she has, but, I mean, there's just too much of Juliana Davis and really too much of Kylie Montgomery in this half and Miley McQuarrie in the first half. And, unfortunately, the Lady Panthers just haven't been able to put together a consistent rhythm on offense. Meantime, Madeline Montgomery gets tied up. Teeter knocked it away from her top of the arc and forced a jump ball. The arrow will point to Madison. Kyra Lathan is in. Paisley Teeter will check out, and that might be the last time we see Paisley. Got to salute her and Reese. They have done a good job this year leading this Lady Panther team. They have been pillars of this program. I mean, let's face it, they were a big part of that team that made it to state 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I know you can look at them and say, well, what did they, their numbers weren't outstanding as McQuarrie comes back in, misses a floater, and then Kenzie Smith gets the rebound but travels left baseline. But those two, I think, completed that Corydon team during that run, though, because you had Ava Weber, you had Bailey Orm, you had Bree Edwards, you had a good team, but those two freshmen were fearless. Every time they took the floor, you saw Paisley take the floor. She could hit a big shot when you needed it. She was a great player on the JV team, and then there's a pass. Lathan gets intercepted. Madeline Montgomery, though, steps out of bounds at midcourt, so it'll stay with Corydon. 3:03 to go here in the fourth. 70-54 Madison. Reese was more of a contributor on that run to state, and Reese was kind of like Sophia Bullitt was last year. She didn't have a big role, but she made her role count when she got in there on that run to state. So these two have been two of the pillars as Pavey fires a three left corner. Lily misses that one right side of the rim. Davis with the long rebound in the right corner, drives it up the floor, gets hit and fouled. She'll go to the line for two shots. Her shot wildly off the backboard. But Reese in that freshman year, and I mean, you could say she was kind of a glue player coming off the bench for Corydon Central. And bad thing for Reese was she tore her ACL the next season, missed that entire year after the scrimmage. Davis buries the free throw for her 35th point of the night. She tore her ACL. Her role was definitely going to be expanding in her sophomore year. She came back last year, had a real nice season, and she's been a really good leader this year, along with Paisley, as Davis knocks down that second free throw for her 36th point, and she's probably done for the night now, as Madeline Montgomery is back in for the Lady Cubs. If I'm Adam Dennis, I'm not putting Juliana Davis back in there again.
No.
Eve for three right wing. How about that? Katie Eve with a three-pointer. 5 for Katie. That's the lead down to 15. But we don't want to forget about the other seniors, too. It's a big senior class. Nice job by Kaden Beecham, who checked in a couple of possessions ago, knocked the ball away from McQuarrie in front of her. Jordan McCarty got the steal and drew the foul on the Lady Cubs. And the seniors are all going to get a curtain call here, I believe. Katie Eve, Megan Logan, Kaden Beecham, Lily Pavey, all those girls. They wearing the black and gold uniform for the last time in their careers at Corydon Central. Molly Herndon is in there now, the freshman, along with Kate Russell, 5'4", and a junior at guard. Kyra Lathan is also out there, along with Sophia Bullitt. And I got to figure out who the other player is. A pass thrown away to McQuarrie there on the left short corner. That is Lakin Seacat, a 5'4" freshman, who is in there now for the Lady Panthers, making her first varsity appearance of the season tonight. All these girls look to be back next year. A drive down the left side of the lane will result in free throws for Addison Rourke, taking it down the left side of the paint. Foul on Rourke, or foul against Rourke, will put her up there for two shots. She's got 6 points on the night. First trip to the free throw line for her. Rourke is 59%, 17 of 29 coming in, but knocks that one down. Makes it 73-57. Lady Panthers have taken all their seniors out, and you saw Jordan McCarty come back this year. Katie Eve, who's been a JV player and a very good player there, as Rourke knocks in the second free throw to put him up 17. She played varsity really first time, full-time this year. And then Megan Logan, who is only 5'5", but she plays forward. Lathan throws a pass through Russell's hands in the left corner. And Megan, despite being 5'5", a very good rebounder and a very gritty defensive player out there. All these seniors have had a role on this team. Lily Pavey came back this year, fought an ankle injury in the middle of the year, didn't get much playing time throughout the year, but certainly somebody who the younger kids could look up to as a good example. And you can say that about this entire senior class as we come down to 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. Madison will now clear the bench. Lady Cubs are going to take everybody out. Might as well. This one is well in hand. Daly Smith, Daylee, 5'6", and a freshman. She'll check in. Timeout called with 1:09. We'll keep it here. With the Lady Cubs up 74-57 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. And it's a loss that'll sting for the Lady Panthers. They'll fall to 11-12 on the season. This will be their first losing season since Josh Conrad's first season. A lot of young players, a lot of injuries, a lot of players in and out of the lineup throughout the year. It was just kind of a mishmash at times. Had to use the bubble gum and paper clips MacGyver style at times to put a lineup together. But this team has really improved a lot throughout the year, and they've fought valiantly against some really good teams that they've had to face here down the home stretch.
They always play hard, no matter what.
Well, I think it's safe to say that's become the standard in the program under Coach Conrad. And I don't want to, and obviously it was under Coach Ewell too, but Coach Conrad has continued that tradition and built on it here at Corydon as well. And by the way, these young girls who are coming up, there's some talent there.
Definitely.
So next year, I think this Lady Panther team, there may be people thinking, well, maybe they're going to be a little down. I would not count on that. I would not count on that. As long as this coaching staff is together and as long as these girls stay together, they forced Madison into a turnover there. That was Berlin Conover who got it in the high post and lost it. She is a senior at 5'10". Sophia Bullett's coming back, Kyra Lathan, Molly Herndon. So you got some experience there. Molly takes it left side off the glass, and that's a prime example of what that young lady's capable of doing right there.
She sees the court so well.
I like this freshman class coming up.
Too.
Beth did a really good job with them on the JV this year. So, the future is still bright for Corydon Central. This is just kind of a year where it was just kind of an odd year. Nothing really – they just couldn't do anything consistently. The injuries had a big part of that, though.
Yeah.
Conover throws up a wild shot, misses it badly. Rebound comes down to Lakin Seacat. Gee, I wonder, Hunter Seacat, Lakin Seacat, maybe there's a connection there. Molly Herndon misses the straightaway three. Rebound to Bullet to Seacat. Lakin unfortunately couldn't get that one to go down from 15 feet right elbow. Rebound to Madison. Nadeline Montgomery throws it up from half court, and the Lady Cubs are going to advance to the sectional semifinals with the victory here tonight. They knock out the defending sectional champion, the Corydon Central Lady Panthers, who are no longer the defending champs now. That crown has been knocked off of their heads for the 2025-2026 season, and the season does come to an end for this Corydon Central girls basketball team. They fall short tonight on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard to a very tough and talented team from the Madison Lady Cubs. The final score tonight on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, it was Madison 74 and Corydon Central 59. We will take you into our Davis Crushstone postgame show coming up here on the other side of the break. We'll have final stats and analysis as well as the season wrap-up for Corydon Central. We'll also preview what's coming up on Thursday night. We got boys basketball on the schedule as the South Central Lady Rebels, the Corydon Central boys will be heading to South Central to take on their boys team Thursday night in the South Harrison rivalry. We'll preview that, and then we'll talk to you about what's coming up Friday as North Harrison will have to contend with this very tough Madison team in the second semifinal. 74-59, the final score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball in the first round of Sectional 30 right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality Chris Stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Chris Stone in DePaul. At Davis Chris Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Chris Stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crest Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
Living with arthritis or an autoimmune condition can be tough, and at Harrison County Hospital, they're here to help, and they're excited to welcome Rachel Waite, APRN, the newest rheumatology specialist. Rachel takes the time to listen, create a treatment plan just for you, and give the support you need to feel your best. Ready to take the next step toward relief? Call her today at 812-734-3800 or learn more at hchin.org/rheumatology. Harrison County Hospital, celebrating 75 years of caring for our community.
Well, it's a tough way for the season to end tonight for this Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball team. They're going to finish with their first losing record on a on a season since the 2020-2021 campaign, when they went 10-11 that year after COVID. And so the Lady Panthers fall tonight. They'll finish 11-12 on the season. A season that will be defined by how much of a roller coaster it was, not just from an injury standpoint, but as far as development with a much younger, much more inexperienced team this year. But nevertheless, the Lady Panthers never quit, competed all the way to the end here tonight, but there was just too much for the Madison Lady Cubs. Juliana Davis was spectacular tonight, every bit as good as advertised. She got a good, healthy amount of help from Miley McQuarrie in the first half, and then it was Kylie Montgomery's turn in the second half as Madison runs away with this one tonight. They led this game, I think, I want to say it was like a 22-point lead there at one juncture as they go on to win it 74-59 here tonight inside Charlestown Sports Arena, the first round of Class 3A Sectional 30, and that sets up Friday night's two semifinal games. Game one will be at 6 o'clock here from Charlestown on Friday night as the Charlestown Lady Pirates, the host of this sectional, they will get to take the floor for the first time, and they'll take on their rivals on Highway 403, just 6 miles down the road in Sellersburg. The Silver Creek Lady Dragons will be Charlestown's opponent at 6 o'clock in the opening game on Friday night in semifinal game number one. And then in the second game, it'll be the North Harrison Lady Cats, Dakota Brooks' crew, with Grace Goldman and the rest of the team in tow. They will take on this very tough Madison team that improved now to 17-5. They are winners of 6 in a row after picking up the 74-59 win tonight here to open up sectional play. We welcome you to our Davis Crushstone postgame show right here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online at WKLO969.com. The Lady Panthers, unfortunately, with the season ending tonight, say goodbye to 4 senior starters as well as senior reserves in Megan Logan, Lily Pavey, and Caden Beecham, and then also Chloe White, one of the managers on this Corydon team. She's also a senior, and her last time on the bench as a high schooler at Corydon Central as well. So, unfortunately, a big senior class just playing their final game in the black and gold uniforms tonight, as Madison goes on to get the win here to open sectional play. 74-59, again, the final on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Let's run through the scoring and shooting here tonight between these two teams. And, of course, for Madison, it was the Juliana Davis show constantly throughout the night. Davis ends up scoring a game high and what may very well end up being a sectional high, 36 points tonight. Davis had 5 in the first quarter. Lady Panthers did a pretty good job keeping her contained, even though Miley McQuarrie and Kenzie Smith really stepped up and helped elevate the Lady Cubs in that opening quarter. But Davis came to life in a significant manner in that second quarter. 4 trays, including a free throw on 1 of 2 attempts and a basket for 2. She had 15 in the second quarter, 6 in the third, on 4 free throws and a basket, and then 4 baskets and 2 free throws in the fourth for 10 points. So Davis had 15 in the second, 10 in the fourth. She goes for 36 points to lead Madison, 1 of 3 in double digits tonight. Miley McQuarrie ends up with 12. She had 11 of her 12 in the first half, 1 of 2 on free throws in the third quarter. Kylie Montgomery, 11 points for her tonight, 9 in that third quarter, 2 free throws, two baskets for 2 points each, and then a 3-pointer to go with it. Then she got 1 more bucket for good measure in the fourth quarter. Kylie Montgomery with 11 points tonight. Addison Rourke had 8 for the Lady Cubs, 3 in the first quarter on a triple, another tray in the third, and then 2 free throws in the fourth. So Rourke ends up with 8. And then Kenzie Smith, 5 of her 7 points in the first half. She got a basket for 2 in the third quarter. So 7 on the night for Kenzie Smith. Natalie Montgomery got some time out there, as did Daly Smith, Ava Smith. I believe Kenzie Randall also got in there, as well as I think Maddie Floyd was the other one who got in there for Madison there at the end, the 5'10 freshman. So all those girls played but did not score for the Lady Cubs. Montgomery was the one who got the most minutes off of the bench tonight, as Madison basically only played 6 throughout the course of the night. Madison was 13 of 27 shooting in the first half. They continued their strong shooting performance in the second half, going 6 of 11 in the third, 5 of 9 in the fourth. They shoot 11 out of 20 over the final 2 quarters and end up shooting a very impressive 24 out of 47 tonight, a red-hot 51% from the floor for this Lady Cub team. 6 of 11 from behind the arc in the first 2 quarters. They did cool off significantly over the final 2 periods, 2 out of 3 in the third, 0 for 3 in the fourth. So 2 out of 6 in the second half. They go 8 out of 17 tonight for 47%. And they were excellent at the free throw line. Madison, 7 of 9 in the first half, 7 out of 8 in that third quarter alone. And then they made all 4 of their free throws in the fourth quarter. So they end up shooting 16 out of 21, making 9 out of 12 in the second, or in the, well, actually 11. Hold on just a second. I messed up. Okay. I figured something didn't look right there. 18 out of 21. They actually end up making 11 out of 12 over the final 2 quarters. They go 18 out of 21 for 86% on free throws tonight. My apologies for that. So Madison, red hot on free throws, didn't miss many tonight, and that certainly played a factor in this one as well. As far as the Lady Panthers go tonight, a lot of people got involved scoring. Reese Withers was the leader tonight. In her final game in a Corydon Central uniform, Reese had 15 points in her last game. She really had a big second half, tried to put the team on her back and carry them in that third quarter of play where she scored 11 of her 15 points. Had a couple of threes, a 2, and then made 3 out of 5 at the free throw line. She would knock down 2 free throws in the fourth as Reese ends up with 15 points to lead the Lady Panthers here tonight. The only other double-digit scorer came off the bench, and that would be the freshman in Molly Herndon, who made a couple of threes, had 2 that were way off the mark in that first half, but she did bury 2 in that second quarter. And then Molly with a couple of strong drives in the fourth quarter for 4 points there. She ends up scoring 10 on the night in her first ever sectional game for this Lady Panther team. Meantime, a lot of other scores tonight for Corydon Central. Paisley Teeter scores 9 in her final game as a Lady Panther. Paisley had 3 threes in this one, 1 in the first quarter, 2 in the fourth quarter. Teeter finishes her night with 9 points. Meanwhile, Jordan McCarty had 7, 5 in the first quarter, hit her second 3 of the season, and then made a 2 after that, and then a tough contested 2 in that third quarter. McCarty had 7. Kyra Lathan scored 6, 4 out of 6 on free throws over the first 2 quarters. Got a driving basket in the third, 6 points for Kyra Lathan. Sophia Bullitt and Katie Eve each tallied 5. Sophia scored 3 in the second quarter, 1 free throw and a basket, and then another basket in the third quarter. In the third quarter. Katie banked in a 15-foot jumper from the left side in the second quarter and then knocked down a tray in the fourth quarter. Her final shot as a Lady Panther, so she has a memory to hang her hat on there. Just her second made 3 of the season, so Eve and Bullitt each had 5. Megan Logan with a jumper from about 10 feet away in that fourth quarter. She scored 2 to round out the scoring tonight. Lily Pavey and Caden Beecham, 2 of the other seniors, saw a little bit of time there late. They did not score. Kate Russell also had some time in there. She did not score. And then the freshman Lakin Seacat also got a little time there late, but did not score for the Lady Panthers. They end up shooting 8 of 22 over the first 2 quarters. They go 6 out of 15 in the third quarter tonight shooting, and then 6 out of 12 in the fourth quarter. So they shot 12 of 27 over the final 2 quarters of play, 20 out of 49 shooting, just couldn't get a rhythm offensively consistently tonight. 41% shooting for the Lady Panthers. 3-point shooting was actually quite good. The Lady Panthers made 5 out of 11 over the final 2 quarters and ended up 9 out of 21 on the night for 43%. As far as free throws go, Lady Panthers 5 out of 8 over the first 2 quarters, 3 of 5 in the third, 2 of 2 in the fourth. They shoot 10 out of 15 from the stripe tonight for 67%. It was 20-12 Madison in the lead at the end of the first quarter. The Lady Cubs outscored Corydon Central 19-13 in the second and led 39-25 going into halftime. In the third quarter, the Lady Cubs just continued to stretch that lead. They outscored the Lady Panthers 21-17 to go up 60-42 heading into the fourth, where the Lady Panthers actually outscored Madison 17-14 to make the final score, 74-59 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard here tonight. 4 lead changes all in the first quarter, 1 tie. That also occurred in the first quarter as well. The Lady Cubs go on to win the rebounding tonight, 25-18 over Corydon Central here. The Lady Cubs had 6 offensive rebounds among their 25 total tonight. The leader was Miley McQuarrie. She had 8 rebounds, 2 of those on the offensive glass. Kenzie Smith, 7 rebounds, 3 on the offensive end. Addison Rourke collected 5 rebounds, all defensive. Juliana Davis, 4 rebounds, 1 offensive. And Kylie Montgomery collected a rebound tonight. 25 rebounds for Madison, 6 on the offensive end. For the Lady Panthers, they had 18 rebounds, 7 of which came on the offensive end tonight. It was Reese Withers and Sophia Bullitt, along with Jordan McCarty. They all had 4 rebounds apiece for the Lady Panthers tonight. Sophia grabbed 3 offensive boards off the glass. Withers had 1 offensive rebound, and McCarty finished with all defensive rebounds with her total of 4 tonight. Kyra Lathan, 3 rebounds, 2 on the offensive end. Megan Logan, 3 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound tonight for the Lady Panthers. 18 total rebounds, 7 on the offensive end. Turnovers were a big problem really for both teams tonight. The Lady Panthers had 10 turnovers over the first 2 quarters of play. They gave it up 9 times in the second half, 19 turnovers against Corydon Central tonight. Madison had 9 turnovers in both halves. They finished with 18 turnovers tonight. So that's definitely something the Lady Cubs will look to address going into Friday night's game against North Harrison in that second semifinal. The Lady Cubs had 13 assists on 24 made shots tonight. Leading in that category, no surprise there, Juliana Davis, who had 5 assists for Madison. Addison Rourke had 4 assists tonight. Miley McQuarrie, 3, and Kylie Montgomery dished out 1 assist as well. 13 assists on 24 made shots. Lady Panthers had 11 assists on 20 made baskets tonight. Leading the way were Reese Withers and Megan Logan. They both had 3 helpers apiece. Paisley Teeter, Sophia Bullock, Katie Eve, Jordan McCarty, and Molly Herndon all dished out 1 assist apiece tonight for the Lady Panthers, who once again had 11 assists on 20 made shots here tonight as the Lady Panthers fall 74-59 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. We'll take one more break. We'll update you on what's going on around the area and, again, update you on the schedule for Thursday and Friday as well, as we'll be back here again for the semifinal round with the Lady Cats of North Harrison coming up on Friday. All that coming up after the break. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball in the first round of Sectional 30 right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
We continue along with our Davis Crushed Stone post-game show here on 96.9 WKLO, the sectional 31st round tonight. Silver Creek takes game 1 with a resounding win, 65-23 over the Scottsburg Warriorettes. And unfortunately for Scottsburg, their season comes to a crashing halt at 0-24. So long season finally over for Carrie Daniels' team, and so the Warriorettes are out. Silver Creek will play Charlestown in game 1 of the semifinals on Friday night. That'll be right here at 6 o'clock here at the Charlestown Sports Arena. Charlestown 20-3 on the season. Silver Creek, I want to say, well, I'm going to have to look for the printout that I had of this. I don't have it in front of me. Silver Creek 17-5 coming into that matchup. Madison is now 17-5. They'll face North Harrison. The Lady Cats are 5-16 coming into the semifinal round on Friday. We saw Dakota Brooks earlier. He was here to watch this one tonight. The team had a lot of the players here to watch, so they got to take in the atmosphere here tonight as well. Madison now 4-3 in sectional play under Adam Dennis over his 4 seasons as head coach. The Lady Cubs are now 27-28 all-time in sectional against Mid-Southern Conference teams. Corydon Central is now 8-4 all-time in sectional games with head coach Josh Conrad. And They're going to finish the season 1-1 on neutral sites and 16-10 now, their record on neutral sites with Coach Conrad here at Corydon Central. So the semifinals are set for Friday night, but before that, we've got boys basketball coming up Thursday night right here on 96.9 WKLO, which, by the way, Hardinsburg, Corydon, and Palmyra. Another rivalry showdown beckons Thursday night in Harrison County as the Class 3A number 14 Corydon Central Panthers will take the twisting, meandering drive down to Elizabeth to renew their school corporation rivalry with the South Central Rebels. The Rebels have a young but talented group in their third season with head coach B.J. Aldridge. The Rebels lost one of the most dynamic players in program history to graduation in Cole Thomas. Senior guard Gavin McWhirter and sophomore guard Lucas Hobbs are surrounded by a freshman class that seems to have a pretty high ceiling. Some of those first-year high schoolers have already been thrown into action on the varsity team this season. The Panthers have lost their last two appearances in Elizabeth, including getting dispatched 78-48 2 seasons ago. The Rebels have been a thorn in the Panthers' side the last 4 seasons after the Panthers reeled off 19 consecutive wins in the South Harrison rivalry. The Panthers will attempt to carry over their spectacular win over Brownstown Central last Saturday as they get set for 2 games on the road in 3 days. So join us for our Davis Crushstone pregame coverage on Thursday night. We'll get started around 7:15 from Rebel Gym on the campus of South Central Junior Senior High School in Elizabeth. The JV will start at 6 with the varsity tip-off around 7:30. Catch North Harrison and Corydon Central girls and boys basketball throughout the season here on 96.9 WKLO. Streaming online at WKLO969.com, on our YouTube channel, WKLO 96.9, or on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. And this reminder, girls basketball sectional coverage continues Friday night here on 96.9 WKLO. The North Harrison Lady Cats will look to pick up their first sectional win in 9 seasons as they will take on the Madison Lady Cubs in the second semifinal game. The tip-off around 7:45. With our pregame coverage to begin around 7:25, maybe 7:20 at earliest here from the Charlestown Sports Arena. Again, that's North Harrison Lady Cats basketball Friday night right here on 96.9 WKLO as we see what Dakota Brooks and his team can do against the very tough Lady Cubs. Well, it looks like we might not be getting to Coach Conrad tonight, understandably so. Tough loss and a tough way to end the season for this Corydon Central team here tonight. So as we get ready to close up shop, we'd like to thank all of our great sponsors, Harrison County Hospital, Denny's Carpet, and Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services in Corydon, Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany, along with Bender Lumber, First Harrison Bank, Jiffy Tax Shack in Tazewell, Morgan's Auto Salvage in Paoli, and Davis Crushstone in DePaul. Most of all, thanks to you for listening to our Corydon Central girls basketball broadcast tonight. Once again, the final score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, it's Madison 74, Corydon Central 59. The Lady Panthers season comes to an end with a record of 11-12, while Madison is now 17-5. We'll see the Lady Cubs again Friday night when they take on the North Harrison Lady Cats in the second semifinal game. Tip-off around 7:45, our pregame around 7:25 on Friday night here at Charlestown. We thank you for listening to our broadcast as part of the 51st IHSAA Girls Basketball State Tournament, and we thank you for listening to our postgame coverage presented by Davis Crushstone, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your crushed stone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushstone at 812-347-2707. For our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton saying have a great night from the Charlestown Sports Arena on the campus of Charlestown High School here in the city of Charlestown. This reminder, boys basketball coming up Thursday night here on 96.9 WKLO. The Corydon Central Panthers heading to Elizabeth to take on South Central. This reminder on the way out, keep your heads held high, love each other, be a light in your community, and may God bless America. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. You've been listening to coverage of Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball in the first round of Sectional 30 right here on 96.9 WKLO.
This broadcast on Real Country 96.9 WKLO has been made possible by our incredible community sponsors: Davis Crushstone, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Denny's Carpet, First Harrison Bank, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center. Thanks for supporting local athletes, local schools, and local radio. This has been Real Country 96.9 WKLO, keeping our community